Boom! Hello and welcome to the Executive Protection Lifestyle Podcast Season 5. Never forget that to the best of us, protection's more than just a job. It really is a lifestyle. Enjoy.
Boom! What's up, you guys? So for this episode, we're going to do something we've done before, but I like to keep you guys in the loop with the things that are going on, not only in the industry, but that we're doing in the industry, right? I'm right now out here at what we call the farm, our training ground in Tucson, Arizona. I just graduated a class for the League of Executive Protection Specialists, hard skills intensive. And honestly, man, it's one of the coolest and funnest things that I get to be involved in is watching these guys win. This was class 233, an extraordinary class. Every class we have is special, but you can really tell, man, when certain classes really come together and they're going to be blooded for life. The experience you get when you come to the hard skills intensive is unlike anything else. And I'll definitely be putting out videos and highlights and testimonies from that class. But during these classes, a lot of times I like to give the students a look at what they're going to be getting being part of the brotherhood, being part of the league. One of the huge differentiators in our school that from other schools is just simply the fact that you come and you train with us and it doesn't ever stop. You pay your tuition and you get career-long mentorship and coaching. You don't pay anything extra, and twice a month we host a live Zoom. Everyone comes in and we coach you guys. We work with you guys. We share in your victories. We mobilize everyone to help build the network, because we're building one of, if not the most valuable network in the executive protection industry of professionals that are working together to help each other achieve success. So, when I'm out here with these guys training, I always love to do at least one live where everyone in our brotherhood, everyone who's in the league, who's taken any course from us, we do these twice a month, but I always do one when I'm out here training with everyone at the farm, so they can meet, their brothers and sisters out here in the league through these big monster Zoom conferences that we have twice a month, where we help people achieve success. Now, the cool thing about these conferences, these meetings we have, is that so often, like honestly, every single time, we spend 99% of the time people just talking about how they're winning, how much success they have. And for me, that just helps validate what it is we do. It just helps validate why we do what we do, what it is we do, and that the systems we're using are helping. We've gotten hundreds of agents into the industry. Straight up, dudes will be hitting my DMs all the time and they're like, hey, how do I get into executive protection, or how do I take my career to the next level? And I'm just always like, dude, I get this question all the time. And so I created a whole curriculum designed specifically to help you launch your career or achieve more career success, right? And that starts with training day. And and then you go into the hard skills intensive, where we give you more certifications to be more competitive, literally more competitive than 90% of the industry in terms of being current on hard skills certifications that other people they don't have, or they have to go 100 different places to get all the certs on all the hard skills competencies. Or the immersion course, where you get immersed into running executive protection operations, and you learn all the soft skills and administrative skills of the game, and we run operations together. But the people that are on these Zoom meetings, you don't see me marketing them, because it's an internal function only for people that have gone through and purchased courses. And so I always love to spend some time at these courses for the students, because I want them to know, hey, you've had an amazing 7-8 days here. It's usually the second to last night, but this is just the beginning. This is the beginning of when and where and how we get to do our careers together. And now that we've done this, this hard skills intensive, I can now vouch for you. I can now market you to the industry. I can now do so many things to ensure your career success. And I'm going to be with you personally to mentor you during your career. And I think there's I know, because I've seen it change people's lives. We're getting people making the incomes they need. Got people talking about how they can afford Christmas presents for their family, and this is their dream career, and they never thought they'd be able to achieve it. We're getting them there in 3 months, 6 months. really quick. Guys are getting jobs from the training and then doing the jobs of their dreams. Happened twice tonight. So there is so much going on, and I just want to make sure the industry knows, like, this is the real deal, man. Like, I can say it with 100% absolute integrity that we deliver. Not only do we deliver the highest levels of training and all the competencies that we focus on, but we also deliver tangible results in individuals and agents' careers that give absolutely much higher level ROI than they ever pay in tuition. People go to college and get, spend hundreds of thousands of dollars and go into debt in order to get a career. You come here, you drop 10 G's, you take the hard skills intensive, the immersion course, you get a network that finds you opportunity to get me. And my mission is to make sure that your money was well spent with us by placing you in the industry and helping you. We have staff that does that. We have a whole program for that. We have a whole network for that. And we get people into this game. And so in this video that you're about to watch during this podcast, you're going to hear it from the horse's mouth. You're going to hear it from the students. You're going to hear it from patrons of the league. You're going to hear it from veterans of our courses that, like, they got in the industry how long ago? And I will ask them during these interviews, I'll say, hey, how long ago did you come to the Hard Skills Intensive? Hey, how long ago did you take your first course from us? And you'll hear things like, oh man, this is my first year in the industry, and I'm at the top of the game. And so for getting into an industry or a career that you want, or leveling up in the EP industry, I just want you guys to know that this is the real deal. There's no smoke and mirrors. It cracks me up when people are like, oh, you just take people's money. Homie, I have created the largest real world library of real world content about the executive protection industry in the world by far, right? Like, you don't create literally hundreds of videos and pay out of pocket to create hundreds of videos that you give away for free on all of the hundreds of topics that I've covered, that you give away for free, and that you spend money to produce thousands of dollars a month to produce on a regular basis because you're just taking people's money. It's just what small-minded people think. It's like, you guys don't understand, man. This is chess, man. This is not checkers. I'm not like just taking people's money. I have so many testimonies, of people that we've changed their lives and got them into the game. You don't create all the things I've created because I'm just here to take people's money. I've created more free content to help people out in this industry than any other icon, avatar, influencer, contributor in this industry. I've created more free content, not only in the form of podcasts where we're crystallizing and amplifying other brands, and like, my brand's wide open. I amplify every other brand in the industry. It's not about me. I'm saying my whole podcast, 5 seasons of me learning from other amazing professionals that have done more than me in the industry, right? Like, come on, what I'm saying? So I just want you guys to see my heart, and I want you guys to see the results. I'm here to make this industry a better place and to restore value and honor back to the industry that's been so good to me. And you're going to see a lot of that in this interview. You're going to hear how the curriculum is really helping people achieve what they want and get them into this industry. And no matter what your background is, come out here, invest in yourself. Can't expect someone to trust you and invest in you, give you their company, their client, put their name on you if you're not willing to invest in yourself. Invest in yourself, get the right training, get the right network, get the right mentoring, and let's get you in this industry and get you the career that you've always wanted to have. So without any further ado, let's kick off the episode. And I'm going to take you to class 233 in Tucson, where you can see the students and everyone not everyone, but a bunch of people in the league talk about what it's like to be part of the League of Executive Protection Specialists. Byron Rodgers, protector by nature and by trade. It's such an honor. God bless Semper Fi. Enjoy. Boom. Awesome. Okay. Well, hey, boom. Thanks for coming and hanging with us, you guys, for this, our usual bi-monthly class meeting, just to check in, see how everyone's doing. I am here with class 233. 233. An honor to be here with y'all, hanging. I just got down here with these guys. They are running through the hard skills intensive. And it's been an honor. How have you guys, what have you guys been thinking about this training? How's it been for you guys? Amazing. Awesome. Good. Has it been everything that you thought it would be?
Definitely. Yeah, no, it's good because with the videos, I try to tell the story, but there's just nothing like being here, we always want to like over deliver. So that's awesome. You guys feel like you're getting your money's worth?
Yes.
Yeah, that's awesome. The cool thing is we're just starting. We just warming up. As Mark knows, it's a celebration. We're just, this is the beginning of our relationship. This is the beginning of us doing our careers together. You guys get through here. We do our careers together, and this is one of the things that we offer, So let's check in, man. And you guys, if you guys have any questions, raise your hands. And this is as much for you as it is for everyone else, and for us all to get acquainted, man, with each other. So I'll start with you, Mark. How you doing, brother? How you holding up?
Doing pretty good, man. You talking which Mark? We got 3 of them on here.
Yeah, Junior. We got Mark Junior.
All right. I'm doing pretty good, man. I'm coming off some personal time. The first quarter was like really busy for me, and by the grace of God, I was able to take like close to 3 weeks off to be with my kids. So that's over now, and I got a really, really cool detail lined up for me and Pops for actually a entertainer, and he's going to be coming at somewhere towards the end of the month. It's going to be one of the bigger types of jobs that we've been able to do. So I'm really looking forward to it. Other than, what's that?
No, I was just gonna say, man, from you being like, really, I really hope I can get into this industry to I finally got some time with my family. That's
Yeah, it was totally different conversation. I remember sitting in those what looks like the chair is. Are you guys at the Hard Skills?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I miss that place, man.
Heck yeah, dude. They're about to take their final tomorrow and get rated out and get their pins and all that. I got trust and I know this is a good class for sure.
Nice.
I'm super excited though for you and your pops, man. It sounds like you guys are doing good up there. So as you guys go out into the industry, you're gonna all have like different AOs, different places you're working. And this is kind of part of it. We got 3 marks in New York. So we got a nice power base up and down New York and things like that, man. So they've been breaking into that part of the industry. And I just want to congratulate you guys. An artist client, you guys are gonna, definitely might be a little bit of work. So make sure you're just implementing those fundamentals that we teach, and you can always hit.
Yeah, well, I got the training day course, so I'll definitely be going through every single one of those videos again. Right before he lands. Where more of it's just going to be, we're going to be providing, driving two drivers for him in correlation with whoever he's got on his team when they show up. So we're just adding support, local support. But it's just a 1-day detail, so it'll be pretty cool. Nothing too major, but
business as usual. You guys have any advice for these guys as they go to their final tomorrow? And then we'll get to
what I would say is, I remember, the night before feeling pretty hyped and anxious and just not able to sleep. Honestly, I think I slept like maybe 2 hours because I was just so excited about what was coming for the next day. Definitely try to get as much sleep as you can and trust in everything that they have taught you. Okay. If it's something that they showed you, do it. Right. Like down to something little as far as like using both your feet when you're driving. Right. There's a reason why they showed you something, and just make sure to, memorize as much of that as you can and implement that when they're throwing everything all together all at once. But biggest thing is I would say that helped me was, if I ran into a situation that got kind of stressful, to just take 2 seconds and just take a couple deep breaths, kind of separate for a second, and then, and then come back into it and, make sure that my focus was where it needed to be. But that would kind of be my advice for everybody.
Yeah. Like, the teams that do the best tomorrow are the ones that practice tonight. So, usually I pop around the houses and you see some guys with 3 miles up, they're moving vehicles around and kind of talking through the
For sure.
helping each
Yeah,
other.
to what Byron's saying, our teams just like all night just went out and kept going over everything over and over and over and over and over again until it just became like we almost got sick and tired of doing it, and then we just kept doing it some more, and it made a world of a difference the next day when we were actually going through the live evac drills and everything, and just it'll make a big difference just going through it all as a team. You don't know who you're going to get paired up with, so it's good to make sure that you can work with everybody that is there. Is my advice.
Bust out the straight pistol, get some dry firing, then go to the range, all that type of stuff. Hit it tonight, hit it in the morning. Stuff, brother. Good to see you, my man. Any questions for me or anything before I jump to your father?
All good on my end, sir.
Heck yeah. So we have a Mark Jr., Mark Sr., father-son team that came through here. And we had two father-son teams. The other pops didn't make it through, but this is awesome. Mark Sr., and then we got Mark Pagan, the mayor of New York down there. And always good to see you, sir. We gonna definitely have to hear from you. Hey, Mark Sr., how you holding up there, man? How's work? And any advice for these guys?
Yeah, for sure. Everything's going well. Staying busy as usual. Tired today. Was a long day. Came back and tried to squeeze a workout in. And so if I look a little beat, it's because I'm like ready to pass out. It was a long day.
Hold up. Moment. This is one of my favorite moments in these calls, right? So we go from, we're fighting our way into the industry to there's always this call where they're like, man, I'm tired, like I've been working. And I always like the exclamation because for me, that's the payoff, like it's paying off. You're getting work. That's the game. That's the goal. So awesome to see that, sir. Heck yeah.
Yeah. So I'm like my son said, everything's going, really good. We got a detail that's going to be coming up here shortly. Just getting ready for that, doing what we're doing here. And next week we got a little downtime, I think. And if we do, I'm jumping on that. We're going to next week. I think we got a few days downtime. So we're going to purchase your that church security course that you got. I want to run through that. There was something up here that we were looking at doing anyway. And when you came out with yours, because there was someone up here that was going to do something like that, and we kept him and Han on it. And then you said that you were going to have one. So I'm glad that one came out because, brother, if I trust anybody, it's you over anything else, man. So we're going to jump on that.
This Sunday, there will be violence on church campuses. Any given Sunday, there is violence on church campuses. What are we to do when the reality that we need security at our places of worship is something that we have to figure out how to take care of ourselves? The reality of private security services is that they're very expensive and many congregations simply can't handle them. My name is Byron Rodgers, and this is something I've specialized in since about 2008. I run a private security company called Bravo Research Group, and my first year in this industry, I was put on a detail by the grace of God with a man of God traveling the world. We hit roughly 60 different countries in that first year. I've seen the inside of hundreds of churches around the world in places like the Congo, all the way up to some of the richest and most well-to-do environments on the planet. My job in many different cases would be to go into those churches, help those churches really, really position their assets in such a way that would help us execute a safe service and get my clientele in and out of that church, that facility, that arena, or wherever we were hosting our service. The reality for me is that I've done this many times all around the world at many different levels, and I specialize in setting up church strategies and plans. Really, in my opinion, it's part of why I was made. It's part of my service and part of the way I give back for all the grace that God's given me and shown me on my journey as a professional protector.
This product that I put together, Protecting Your Place of Worship, Church Security Strategies, is really just designed to give someone who may be facing having to put together a church strategy, who may be facing that, some answers on how the professionals do it. We all know it's expensive to bring a company like mine in to protect your place of worship. There is a place for that. It can be a necessity depending on a number of different factors, but there's so much you can do if you understand how to position your manpower and the different systems that you actually have at your fingertips or for free in order to make your campus safe and to protect not only the people in the congregation that are trusting you with their time and attention, but also the man of God and any VIPs that are on your campus. There are a number of different systems and strategies that can be implemented to effectively execute on safety, and that is what this product is all about. The Protecting Your Place of Worship video series is just designed to let you see some of the best practices that I've personally used all over the world. And so I've made it attainable for anyone and everyone so that you guys can all take these principles, making it more easy for us to all protect everyone who just wants to worship in peace. Unfortunately, the reality of this world is that there will be violence predicated on churches and school campuses today, tomorrow, and especially on Sunday. And there are a number of different threats to any church or school gathering: ideological opposition, mental health concerns, right? Terrorist organizations, domestic violence considerations that are actually the most frequent cause of violence on church campuses across America and the world. So there's so much that we can learn. I don't have all the answers, but I have a lot of answers that are going to help you and yours conduct church and worship more and more safely on your campuses. So take a second, check out this video series, implement it with your teams at your place of worship, and I look forward to seeing you inside the video series. This is Byron Rodgers, protector by nature and by trade, reminding you to be peaceful but not harmless. Thank you. God bless. Semper Fi.
You know, as far as any advice for the guys down there going through it for tomorrow, is the main thing for me was you got to stay calm. You're going to be in some situations, and even though you know it'll be a test or whatever, you will feel your adrenaline's going to be going, your blood's going to be going, man. You've got to keep in your mind everything that you've been taught, because you're going to go back after you're all done, and you're going to think of things, man, I should have done that. You're going to remember after it's over what you think you should have done. So if you can just stay calm, go with everything you're taught, because they teach you everything. I mean, the way that it's taught is just unbelievable. Just be calm, go through it, do everything that you're taught the way they taught you, and you should be happy with the outcome.
Yeah, heck yeah. I love it, man. That's good stuff. It's an honor. I'm proud of you guys. Looking forward to our next excuse to hang out and see each other. Hopefully we'll see you guys at the EP Forum, everyone at the EP Forum Close Protection Conference. This is also where I usually plug that. It's like an explosion of networking. So if you're trying to get into this industry, come there. A lot of the big companies send people there to recruit serious agents. Go there. That's kind of really where you can catapult your career. And that's in December. And we roll in there badged up. We all hit the floor together. I'll help you with your elevator pitch. And I will basically be like your PR manager for the weekend. Like, you'll be like, I want to talk to this company. I'll be like, come over here, like, let's talk this. And then we throw the biggest party in the industry at a mansion. Everyone comes to our party. And then like we handle some theory and everything. So it's a major flex. But it gets guys work. It gets guys work. You know, Mark, you know, you went to it last time, it gets guys work. So it's huge. So there's that. The other thing you reminded me of, sir, was the church protection product. That's everything I know about church security. As you guys know, I cut my teeth all over the world setting up churches, you know. So my first client was a faith-based client. I go into countries, set up a security strategy. Sometimes you do 3 hours behind me, sometimes you do days behind me. And so I got to do this with hundreds of churches all over the world, right? And then I've done some local churches and things like that. So that strategy is everything I know in a package. It just got completely uploaded like 72 hours ago. So if you're in that realm, it'll also help you understand how to secure venues pretty decent too, a little bit different, but that's out. I think it's like 170 some bucks. So there's value there for you guys. It's an honor to see you guys, Mark Senior and Junior. Thanks.
It's awesome, brother.
Heck yeah. Yo, Vince, what's up, brother? What's up, man? You over there looking jacked and tan, you know? How you holding up, brother? You know,
Man, I'm good. Good. Life is good. I have a day off, so you know how those are.
That's what's up.
Yeah. Yeah, you grab them when you can. So, we're on the end of a 21-day run here in Vegas. So it's been amazing, man. A lot of networking out here.
Wow.
When you do a residency. So it's been really eye-opening. The venue side and the staff here, always at the Four Seasons, ridiculous,
Right.
So in that conversation we had, I did what we talked about.
Yeah.
And so that worked out real well too, because I'm pushing out Sunday is when I'm done. So yeah, we got a short break, and then I'll be in the UK for a month, and then back, and then a few breaks, and then all over everywhere. And then New Zealand and the UK at the end of New Zealand and Australia at the end of the year.
How long?
And maybe I'll get to sleep in my bed. What's that?
How long you been in this industry, bro? How long you been in?
A month? Now, what has it been? A year?
Mm-hmm.
Has it been what, a year, right?
It's been like a year, bro.
It's been a year. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Literally 0 to 1,000. 0 to 1,000. It's been incredible. And man, I say the same thing every time. The things that we've talked about, the things that are in your products, literally verbatim. My favorite story, my first time on an FBO, I just parroted what you said. I was like, well, it's my first time. I'm smart. I'll figure it out. I know the lingo because I know what to say. Literally said what you said, and it went off without a hitch. And it's like what I do now moving forward. It's simple. So a lot of good information. If you put the work in, it's not a magic pill. You got to put the work. But if you put the work, you do what most people really don't want to do. You tell people, this is how you do it. There's no secrets. And if you bake the cake the way you say bake the cake, you'll have the results. And I joke, but I literally did everything, whatever you said, even with my law enforcement background and just what you said to do, the LinkedIn, the everything, social media. Oh God.
Yep.
Which it's a necessary evil, did it all. And by the grace of God, like literally 0 to 1,000.
Yep.
My second tour, and it's just getting bigger and bigger, and the artists are getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Yeah, it's bananas, man.
Dude, I love you, man. And I'm going to make you say it probably every single time, bro. Because honestly, man, what ends up happening is it gives people faith and confirms what it is we're doing here. The people that win are the ones that take action and follow the truth. That's the game. Like, if you want to move around, like, I've built my career on the West Coast and the East Coast, and I'm here to share and help and amplify your success in your community, right? And so when, like you have Vince come in the game and do it, you have the Marks come in the game and have success, we're here to show you that it can be done, and it's not a gimmick, it's a real thing. And it's just such an honor. It's music to my ears, man, man. Their whole careers trying to get to where you're at right now. Their whole careers trying to reinvent them, trying to get to where you're at. So
and literally it's just, there it is.
Yeah, man. And then
man, it's awesome.
And then you hit me up, and we got to get you out here for a hard skills, man. I know you're gonna kill it. We see it.
I know, man. God, it wasn't just like the EP forum, the dates, everything. I'm like, I'm gonna be gone. It's your fault. What? Your fault.
And then the other,
it's your fault.
I wanted to mention too, man, was you asked me about something this week. You mind if I go into that a little bit?
Please.
Yeah, man. So we're talking about working in Vegas. Big deal, big venue. It's the big game. You work Vegas, there's clients everywhere. No one cares who your client is. Unless you're there with the president, you're just another EPA with the client. So, we were talking about making sure you're taking care of all your auxiliary teammates, I call it, taking everyone up, making sure you're tipping yourself, tipping your handlers, tipping your concierge, tipping the hotel as you go, because you want to grease those engines. And in a venue like Vegas, whereas the big leagues, everyone around you, they deal with celebrities every 10 minutes. They know how to give you the best experience possible. But what will make or break your experience there is your ability to work with those people. And Mark Pagan will vouch for me on this. It's a lot like that in New York too, is your ability to feed those buyers work with those guys. Don't be a headache. Be cool, but make sure you're tipping them when you see them. And that is something you settle with the client ahead of time, but you make sure that happens. And if you make sure that happens, they'll roll out the red carpet for you and you will look like a rock star.
Oh, dude, it's mind blowing. So Spencer Corson, right? Those tactical pens that he makes.
Yep.
Great guy, just really approachable like you. Him and I have built a friendship. So now what I have from him is I have his pens, the Ronin, and I have gold ones.
Oh, God.
So what I did is director of security, when I caked him up and said, and also here's this, and took a photo, and said, hey, you don't mind? He's like, absolutely. I'm going to post it. I'm going to tag the guy that created this. So, because it's all about networking, man. I get nothing from him. I don't ask. I just want to give because I saw value in what he was doing. And I was like, no, I like your book. So yeah, it's legit. So it's all about networking and just helping other people, following your example, same thing. And now he's just been gracious. So, and it makes me look good. I mean, he gets a gold pen. He was like, oh, this is awesome. I love it. So it's pretty cool.
And if you ever show up in his AO again, you're the celebrity. It's, hey,
there you go.
Welcome home, Mr. Levy. Here's whatever you need. That's the game, man. That's how we get it done.
Yeah, man. It's awesome, man. It's awesome. So keep knocking, keep pressing. And like I said, follow the recipe, folks. It's not rocket science. My man laid it out. He laid it out. It's not rocket science.
Yeah, get that LinkedIn, get those photos, get those search.
Do the work.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
Do the work. So yeah, man, appreciate you. And this is my cherry on top. The best part of all this is how accessible this man makes himself. That to me, you can't put a price on that. And I say it every time I'm on here. I don't know how long he's going to keep being able to do this. I know it's hard. He'll do it till he falls over. But realistically, there's going to have to be a point where he's going to have to make it very exclusive because he can't. I mean, it's just growing and growing and growing and growing. So he's got to duplicate himself in us. So we got to create that network, man. So take advantage of it now while you can. Drink. He's humble. He's gracious. He's real people, real people. So take advantage of it. Hit your wagon to a star.
Hey,
there it is.
We're lucky to have you. We're blessed to have you. The other really cool thing about this game is the brand attracts good people. I don't see a single person in this room. This class is hot, bro. Ultra confident, represent well. Everybody's fit. Everybody's capable. Everybody's, it's a good group. The brand attracts good people, So what me and Rick and Damian and the instructors do, we just equip you with the tactics and y'all just go out there and kill it. You know what I mean? So we just this is cheat code. This is how you do it. And then we give you the tactics and you guys go out there and you do big things, which it just makes it easy, So thank you. And thank you for your trust. I love saying that. Yo, Mark Pagan, how you holding up, sir? How you doing up there?
All right, you got me?
I got you. Leave me Charlie, brother.
All right. Good to see everybody there in the class. I'm not sure. I jumped in a little late, so I don't know where the conversation started. But to everybody there, this is just the beginning. Listen to those guys. Listen to Damien. Listen to John, Rick. And obviously, the guy that you got in front of you. Listen very, very careful. Especially to Rick, because Rick, it's at a management level. So he knows how to speak to clients. Sometimes you might be just one agent and you're the lead guy, you're the shift lead, you're the negotiator, you're everything. So you need to speak to the clients the way that a business person will speak to another business person. Don't waste their time. They hate that. Their time is worth more than your time. So if you make them waste their time, guess what? That's going to be the last day on your detail. And Byron or Rick is going to get a call and say, who the fuck is this guy telling me how to run my business?
Get him.
Mark, hey, what's up, Mark? Rick here. Hey,
there's Rick right there.
The course, Mark, that you were down in Brazil with me.
Say that again?
How long after you graduated the course you were down in Brazil with me?
4 weeks, 5 weeks, I think.
Right.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, I was not expecting that call, to tell you the truth. there was a lot better guys in that class than me. And, all of a sudden I see Rick's number. I'm like, oh shit, did I do something wrong? Shit, I fucked something up.
4 weeks after the course. Oh crap, I'm in trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's coming to chew my ass. But listen to him for the business side. When it comes to medical, listen to Damon. Carry a first aid kit because you're going to use it. And if you use it right, you're going to be the king. You're going to be the guy or the girl that gets a call back from that client. It could be something as simple as aspirin or something as a Band-Aid, So make sure you stack up, invest the money just like you are now with your training, and get a good first aid kit. Especially, you guys that are working on the West Coast, it's hot out there. Make sure that if the client goes down, you can at least do something. Don't let him fucking die. Touching back on the people skills, if you're going to go to a big event or if you work in Vegas, New York, carry at least $300 in cash. Some handshakes are going to be $20. Some handshakes are going to be $100. Once again, if I'm working by myself in Manhattan at a high-end hotel, it's got to be a $100 handshake. 95% of the time, I will get that back either from the company or from a nice tip from the client. But I usually get it back twice, 3 times over. But once again, if you're working by yourself, you don't want to be the truck or the vehicle that is a block and a half away when the client comes out and she's wearing her brand new dress with high heels and it's raining. You need to be in front of that door. So make friends with the hotel staff, the doorman, the bill, whoever it is. Make sure you invest the money and you will get that back, 3 and 4 times full. You know what I mean? And I see a young lady in the back. Man, you're going to be killing it. I'm telling you, there's people who are wanting. Basically, they will take out 10 guys just to get somebody like you in the team. Not everybody's looking for Byron Rodgers with the big muscles. Let me tell you. And that's not to say that it's a bad thing, but a lot of female clients, they want another female because you're going to be around her and her kids. Yep. They don't want a Byron Rodgers next to it. He attracts too much attention when they're shopping at the Coach store or the Hermes store. You know what I mean? But you look like just another friend. Yep. Meanwhile, you're paying attention and taking care of them. Right. Another thing, I went to a Red Dot course last week. Actually, the company that I'm working for right now paid for me for 4 days to go to New Hampshire, all expenses paid, plus hourly rate for a 4-day course. And we had a female agent from the DC office there. And guess who was the top shot after the 4 days?
Oh, boy.
The female agent.
Good. That's what's up.
Out of 7 students, she's the only female with iron sights, not even a red dot. And she put all the guys to shame.
That's a shame. You ain't going to Valhalla. I should do the same thing today. Outstanding. Confidence always wins. I love it.
And this is just the beginning. Keep training, keep up what you're doing, and you're gonna have some bad days. That's for sure. There's gonna be days you're like, man, what the fuck did I just did? You know what I mean? There's gonna be days that you think, man, I did a good advance. I was great driving. Nobody was sick in the car. And next you know, they don't want you back. And you're like, what the fuck did I do? You're not the guy. Nothing wrong with you. You're just not the guy.
Exactly.
You're just not the guy for them, But other people will say, hey, where's Byron? Where's Rodgers? When I go to New York or you go to California, I want Mark. They'll ask for you by name. And now you can pretty much write your own paycheck, for say, and say, hey, this is how much I want per day, whether it's a 1099 or W-2, or this is how much per hour. I want my clock to start the moment I pick up the rent-a-car or the moment I leave my house. If you got to drive long, sometimes I got to drive 3 hours. And that's built into it. If I got to drive 3 hours to get somewhere to just pick up a car, guess what? I'm getting paid those 3 hours. I'm not going to sit in traffic for free,
Let them know.
Attention to detail, make sure you stack up that limo. If you're the limo driver, that's your world. Make sure there's plenty of cell phone chargers, iPad chargers, whether it's USB, USB-C, USB-A, waters, gums, anything and everything, Because when they ask for it, they don't want to hear excuses. Oh, I didn't have time to go get it. Oh, but the shift lead didn't tell me. No, that's you. As a professional, you should know. You're the limo driver. That's your baby. Don't ask the shift lead. Oh, why should I put in the car? Don't go to Byron and say, hey, Byron, what should I put in the limo? He's gonna look at it like, what? Are you stupid? So that should be immediate. And of course, don't piss the rest of the team asking them, when do we eat?
Yeah, don't.
You need to bring your own lunch. Don't ask stupid questions. That's what I will tell you.
Don't ask stupid questions. I love it. I love it.
That's it.
There. Yes, man, that was an awesome hip pocket class. I hope y'all are taking this stuff and keep you alive in the game. Outstanding, brother. Well, it's such an honor. It's always good to hear from you. I know you're up there killing it, staying busy as always, working more than you want to. Man, you covered it. That was an awesome hip pocket class. Awesome. Good to hear.
I didn't go too deep into the weeds.
Yeah. No, for sure. Let's see here. Gabe, how you holding up there, man? How's life?
Things are definitely moving. I'm busy. Yeah, I'm at the border right now, so we're definitely dealing with that. But I've been super busy. I'm kind of haven't had a day off, so.
Sweet. Who, do you mind me asking what are you down there with Costellas, or who are you down there with?
I'm actually down here with, I think it's called Vita Frontera.
Okay. Well, I know there's a lot of guys getting down there right now because there's a lot of activity. So heck yeah, man.
Oh yeah. Part of it, yeah.
And I know you stuff. So that's awesome. It's awesome to see that you're up in there.
Yeah, it's definitely something. I've been very fortunate lately to work alongside some top tiered agents in Texas. Definitely networking is one of the biggest things you can do in this industry. And one big tip that I can give people, because I'm still a rookie. I've only been in it for a year, and right. As long as you can stay humble, right. People that, because I don't have military background. I wasn't a cop. My law enforcement comes from the prison system, so to me it's not real law enforcement compared to what some of these guys have done in the industry. So definitely competing with a lot of people that get the first look, and as long as you're able to market yourself and be humble about everything and learn from everybody you come across, you're going to be fine. I've had so many doors open recently with other companies and other agents, and a majority of the jobs I'm getting now are from word of mouth, from other agents bringing it up to their CEO saying, hey man, I like the way this guy is. He's a humble dude. He's definitely hungry for, better jobs. And as long as you can tell them, hey, this is what my intention is. I want to be an executive protection agent, or I want to be an executive protection specialist. That's my dream. That's what I want to do. So what you put into this industry, the hard work, is definitely what you're going to get out. And I can definitely speak that Byron is huge on giving you good tips. He definitely blasted me a little bit about my LinkedIn, my resume, and I appreciated it. It's constructive. And if he's telling you something, it's not out of hatred or just being hateful. It's constructive. And as long as you can appreciate that, you're going to go far. Absolutely.
Yeah. Dude, awesome feedback. Thanks so much for everything you said, man. I think one of the main things too is you're talking about being humble, being hungry, and making sure your intentions are known to the companies you work with. That's huge. There are a lot of civilians that kill it in this game. So the right attitude, those things that you were talking about, humble, hungry, and making sure they know, hey, I really want to get on the work. I'm invested in myself. I have training. This is what I want to do. And I'm hungry for that. And I'm going to serve the team. When you're on a detail, that is your opportunity to convert, when you're in this class, this is your opportunity to convert everyone in the class to be like, you know what? I want to work with that dude. I want to work with these people. I want this. So I want that guy. And so what he's talking about, he's experiencing, is happening because of the social dynamics when he's working with those people, man. And that's, I talk about servanthood, the power of being a servant, the power of giving to people, it opens doors. Honor gives you access, right? So like honoring your peers gives you access to them and opportunities that they have. Honoring somebody like Rick that has opportunities. You guys are at a job interview right now. Honoring people that have those opportunities, listening, being humble. They see the things in you that they want in their company, that they want in their employees. That gives you access, And so I just want to commend you, Gabe. That's good stuff. You're seeing the fruit of those values that you were talking about. And that's like super huge, man. And you stay on that track, you'll win. Plenty of civilians at the top of the game in this industry. The guy that brought me in the game, that, that, is too busy for me to work together all the time now. He's a civilian, so there's nothing holding us back in this game, man. The guys that want to work for it will get it. So heck yeah, brother.
Yeah, and I'll leave you with one more thing. There are plenty of dudes with your skill set, all of your skill sets, but the way that you carry yourself and your attitude is what's going to be the difference maker. So,
well, yes, that is 100% gold. 100% gold. There's a million tough guys, jack dudes with tattoos. There's a bunch of SEALs out there, Delta Force guys. They're all out there. But the way you treat people, your social dynamics, your value system, this is right. Makes people want to work with you. 100%. Even on the client side, when they see that, that you can learn, pivot, and be humble. That's huge, man. Yo, real quick, tell everyone about the immersion course. What'd you think about that?
That was one of the most amazing experiences I've had. I haven't taken the hard skills intensive, but I can 100% say that specific course helped put an amazing skill set in my life. Like the soft skills, I've always had soft skills, but that helped me implement those soft skills into executive protection the proper way. And I used to be that guy that would ask every time I worked with a personal protection agent, because when I got my personal protection license, like I said, my attitude spoke a lot about me. So the next day they threw me on a detail, and I was like, oh shoot, like I've been thrown in this world. And every time I ran into another executive protection agent, I would always ask him, hey man, I keep hearing about advances. How do you do this? How do you do your advances or whatever? And now after taking that course, I'm the guy that's like, hey, this is how I do my advances. Like, this is how I learned. You can give me a client and I can make them happy. They can come in, I'll make them happy. They'll go back home. No problem. So definitely something worth investing in.
Yep. That's the confidence. The confidence comes from experience with yourself. Arrogance is inaccurate confidence. By the time you guys get done with that 6-day course, we will have ran details all week together. We will have thrown curveballs at you. You'll be doing overnight stuff. You will know, like, okay, dude, I know how to do this, and that's the game, man. That is the operational soft skills side of the training, right? So that's huge. Guys ask me sometimes, like, which course should I do first, hard skills intensive or the immersion course? And it's tough. I'm like, the hard skills intensive might make you more marketable because you walk away with these certifications as far as medical, driving, firearms, all that. But the immersion course will teach you how to operate, It'll teach you how to operate. Be even operate this on. Anyways, so like it'll teach you that stuff, man. So heck yeah, brother. It's an honor. I can't wait to mix it up with you again.
Yeah, hard skills save lives, soft skills get you paid.
Boom.
That's right.
I love it. Cool. Right. Let's see. Let's pop around. Yo, Mark P in the car, man. Well, how you doing, sir? How's everything?
Good, Byron. Thank you. Apologize for the darkness. I'm working late tonight and just hit you guys up on my way home. Finished up the training day modules this week and going to go back through everything again, I think, before I take the test. I have to say that probably the social dynamics and the advanced modules were probably my favorite, although they're all awesome. The social dynamics, definitely life skills. I mean, not only for this occupation, but really for any. I've used a lot of those things in my current profession and look forward to, that stuff spilling over into the EP realm. The advanced stuff was very interesting, and I've even done a couple of like mock advances at some local venues around here just for the practice. But I shared with you guys on the last call that, I'm still a couple of years out from being able to get into this because I'm finishing up my current career. And, I'm just, I'm very happy that I decided to start early, because what I'm learning is, every day I can apply some of the skills that I'm learning here, even in my current law enforcement career. And, it's just been invaluable. And it's really, I'll say kind of ignited a spark in me, because, a lot of times when you get to the end of a career after you've done something for a couple of decades, and I heard this in one of the podcasts, you just kind of lose your passion. And, you start looking for what comes next. And, for me, I really think this is what's going to be next for me. Now, I'm an older guy and I'm not a people mover, but I definitely, between what I currently have in my arrow quiver and all the things that I'm learning from you, I believe that I'm going to be able to be of service to someone down the road. And I did put in the Facebook group, and you talked about it a little bit, but I was very happy to see the church security and strategies module come out. I was wondering if you could maybe talk about that for a minute or two tonight, if we have time. Thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Do you have any specific questions on the church stuff, or you want me to just give you kind of an overview ideology of it?
Maybe an overview, but I guess specifically, like, how did you first get involved in that? Was it through a security company, or did you go out and market that yourself?
Good question.
Maybe if you could just touch on that.
Yeah, so just a little context. When I got into executive protection, I went straight from the Marine Corps, 21 years old, onto my first detail. My first detail was a major faith-based client, kind of a missionary / evangelist. So like where most people would be like, yo, I'm on tour for 3 months. Like I lived on tour. So we hit 60 plus countries that first year. And it's really actually like 65. But I don't like to say that because it still sounds crazy. And it was crazy. We would like come back to California, hold up the dry cleaners and be like, you're going to wash all my suits. Like it was almost that bad. Like I got to get on a plane in an hour and a half. You're going to wash my suits and we're leaving. Like it was, so we were, it was a crazy year of my life. But then I stayed with that man of God for 7 years. So I got to learn how to implement security strategies in churches all over the world at an accelerated rate. And on the operations, when I was the advance agent, I'd get in there maybe a day or two advance. Sometimes I'd be an hour and a half, 3 hours ahead of the rest of my team. And it would be like, hey, bro, you're going to land. We're landing 3 hours after. Go straight to the venues. Do some round selection, hit the venue, push from the venue, hit the hotel. We're on your heels, secure everything. And so I learned how to step into a church no matter where I was in the world. If we're in Congo, if we're in DR, if we're in Paris, if we're in London, and if we're in Israel, and be like, hey, what assets do you guys have? This is how we're going to make this safe. You guys go here, 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 here. There's the best route. And really set up a church security team with their assets and then get my client through the night and get off the X. And so I did that for 7 years. So, all over the US too, as well. We canvassed the US. So that kind of was my bread and butter and my passion for a while. And then I clicked off, wanted to live a normal life and started chasing the pager and working for 7 different companies inside in California. Once I wanted to kind of stop traveling, I still have a relationship with that client, still take care of him in certain instances. So, and then I also stood up the program for Harvest Christian Fellowship, Great Glories Church. That's a public-facing account, so I can talk about that. If you go there, you'll see BRG agents, in full battle rattle, actually. So that's another mega church that we took care of, Harvest Crusades, all those things. Then I have a number of different church clients all over California. So really the church, schools, that scene is just something I had a decent level of confidence on. So I took everything I knew and I jammed it into that product over the course of a weekend. shot those videos, went to one of my church clients, walked through the building, and kind of talked about what it is we do. Because, as a man of faith, I really believe in us being able to secure those environments, regardless of whatever faith anyone is. It's like you should be able to worship peacefully. So it's kind of a passion project, and so I just let the cat out of the bag. We've consulted with agencies, when we're setting up different plans, and they really helped us with a lot of the strategy selection that I implement now on these campuses and in that program.
Appreciate that. Thank you.
Yes, sir. It's such an honor. Thanks so much for everything you said too. That really means a lot. And yeah, by the time they let you loose on the industry, man, you'll be ready. And I'm very happy to hear that the information translates, from your professional stuff that you're doing right now into, everyday life as well, man. Relationships, talk about relationships. Yo, Henry Murphy, how you doing down there, man? Can we get a camera? Can we get it? Can we see what you look like? How you holding up? You guys got anything you want to talk about?
I'm doing good. I'm just driving to a job now. I'm doing good. I'm sorry I missed a couple of these, so yeah. But everything good, man. I was just out in Cali on Tuesday, doing a job, and now back here doing some more work and still grinding.
Nice. So you're busy, man. You're working.
Yes. Busy is an understatement. I've been turning down stuff, man. It's good. It's good right now.
Yeah, man. That's music to my ears, man. That's music to my ears. How long ago did you come through this hard skills intensive, bro?
That was September last year.
September last year. My man's busy right now. He's busy, So that's what I love to hear. That means the world, my man. Any advice for these guys? They got their final tomorrow. They're about to go through the gauntlet.
Rest. Just get some rest. I tell you that. It's going to be a long day. But, you're getting some of the best training, man, and you got some real good instructors there. So they're gonna do fine. And once they graduate, they should have no problem getting jobs. If they follow everything that you and Rick got laid out, they should have no problem finding jobs. It may take a little while from the start, but once you get on and you really show that you're a hard worker, then companies just start calling left and right. And other agents start passing you off to other companies, and you just keep on getting work. So,
yeah, the industry is blowing up. It's like the best time to be in this game. It's the best time. The industry is blowing up. People know they need protection, and it's good, man. I'm very happy to hear that.
The hostile threat thing, the hostile threat is becoming real big right now. That's a lot of calls for that. It's just like people getting fired and they want to shoot up everybody. So that's been like that's growing real big on my side.
Yeah, you're seeing a lot of workplace violence calls.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I mean, emotional intelligence is at an all-time low. I was talking to a law enforcement guy the other day. He's like, you used to have to think like every once in a while you're gonna pull someone over and it's gonna be that one, guy that's like, I'm not going back to jail. And then you're gonna have to fight for it. He's like, no, now like everybody's like that. Everybody's like, I'm not coming up. You're like, dude, it's a ticket. So yeah, man, emotional intelligence is a thing right now. That's awesome, brother. Anything else out there in the game you want to talk about or ask about or anything?
No, everything is going pretty good. And just, congratulations to the guys that's going to be graduating. Good luck to y'all. Hope to see you in the field working. Because I know one day I'll run into some of them. So definitely.
That's the truth, man. I love it. Good stuff. And it's good to hear you getting down to Cali, man. I might have to call you, man. I had some close calls this week trying to stab some things.
Yeah, I've been getting a lot of stuff in Cali. So I go over there, do the work, come back, and do work for the companies that I'm here with. So
okay. I love it. All right, brother. Much love and respect. Who's Sectel Gibson? You might have to have like a
What's up, Brian?
Hey, what's up, man? What you up to?
Nothing, just busy on assignment with Delta, but long story on that. But I wish all you all well after you finish Brian's course. I took his course online. Bill go through his course. I took Rick mapping course, and I can't really do what I want to do because I still got commitment with a company, a risk management company that I work for. and I got to do my Delta commitment. After 2 years, I'm done. But some work I have to turn off. I mean, but your course, RIT mapping course, and I got to finish your church course. But everything out here is so much stuff in executive protection and workplace violence that Henry was talking about. There's so much work out here, guys. But if you going to the right, you dealing with the right people, do the right networking with Brian telling you all and RIT, you have no problem in this field. Believe it. Okay, guys. Congratulations once again. Once Brian take you through the gauntlet, and you'll be good to go.
Awesome. No, good stuff, man. I appreciate it. How long you've been in this game for a minute? How long you been in the game, sir?
Well, I say I've been in over, Brian, taking your class. I've been in it, I guess, about 8 or 9 years. I mean, I'm still learning, okay? That's why I'm taking all your courses. I'm taking all your courses. I'm a sponge, okay? I don't care if people say, hey, I've been in there 8 or 9 years, okay? The adversaries out here, they've been in the game 11 and 12 years. So you got to be better than those guys, okay? I try to think like an adversary. I try to come up with different scenarios, how this going to happen, how this going to happen. I don't care how many schools you go to, you got to think just like they think, okay? You got to be on the top-notch edge of it. Because we're in the protection and assassination prevention field. That was the field we're in. So those guys are learning different routes, how to kill a client, your client. You got to be on top of your game.
Yeah.
So people say, how long you been in the field? I'm still learning, okay? I'm still learning. And like Brian said, you got to be humble, okay? I don't care how many EPS, PPS you got behind your name. You always have to be humble.
I love it, man. Good stuff, brother. Hey, that's awesome. Yeah, no, I wanted to know where the advice was coming from, And for you guys, if you guys don't know, the best route mapping course in the game is this guy's right over here. It isn't crazy expensive, but you'll get a competence that is rare in this industry unless you've taken this course. And you'll be able to do something that's like a magic trick compared to what everybody else in the industry knows. The level of competence that you'll be able to show, and that goes really far. When you're like, hey, you guys mind if I just map the routes up real quick, and then you come back with a tangible result that shows a high level of confidence and improves the overall capabilities you guys have with regards to your security, deliverables. It's huge. So if you guys haven't checked that course out from Rick, it's huge, major value. Awesome. Man, it is one of them good calls where everybody's doing good. There ain't really, you guys have any questions? And then I'll hit up my man, Henderson, Mr. Henderson, in a second here. How y'all doing? You guys got any questions? You guys dying? You guys wait? Good. So that's exciting. Right. Solid. Awesome. Yo, Henderson, how you doing, my man? What's up? You still like bigger than me and stuff?
Hey, man, I appreciate these calls. I'm gonna stay off camera. We just finished volleyball practice. I'm looking a little rough right now.
Yeah, I love it, bro. I love it. How's the game up there? Are you still out on the Big Island, or where you at, man?
No, so I'm down in South Florida now.
Okay.
Finished the course. I think I did send my picture over to your management team. So now it's just blasting the resume out and staying ready so I don't have to get ready. Everyone keeps saying it's a ton of work, but a little slow going. So patience and training. That's it. Patience and training.
Well, send me your stuff, man. Send me you're out there in SoFlo, man. There's a lot of work out there. I know there is. So send me your stuff. So when I work with, agents that are in Cali, it's easy. I got 10, 20, I got a lot of companies I can just be like, boom, here's a good dude. Work them, right? So I can plug you out there. So Florida's another one of those places because that's the other spot that I worked for a long time, where I have a lot of relationships. So send me your stuff and I'll push it out to my networks. I'll obviously vet it first and, do a little audit on it and make sure there's nothing in there that might be hurting you. And then I'll blast it out to the game, man. We'll get you busy. That should be easy. You're it's easy to sell security with you, man. You got the look, and you present it. So, heck yeah, man.
No, I appreciate it. I did get in with Tangent. I think that was one of the first ones you recommended. I called them and they just said, we just keep you on in the Rolodex and call you when we need you. So, yeah, I'd say I just, stay at the range, stay in the gym, and just reviewing, and appreciating this family time. Because I know once I'm in, I've got to be all in. So that'll be the focus then.
Yeah, it'll be time to hammer for a while. Cut those teeth on the good stuff. Yeah, man. Okay. Well, that's what's up. It's an honor and a privilege. We got 5 more minutes, y'all. Got any saved rounds? Anything you want to bounce off me? Before I start talking?
Just so you know, my kids haven't paid for the course, but they're going through it. They're just getting that knowledge, man. They're in high school and whatnot, but I just want to help shift the mindset, and I want them, even after 22 years in the Marines, I want them to have that mindset and hear from somebody else besides Dad.
Yes, that's half the reason I make my content, man. Because I got my 5 sisters, and they don't ever want to listen to me. Like, oh, you're the security guy, and so the tactical protection reviews where I'm like, yo, this is happening in real life violence. Like, this stuff happens. Don't sit in your car and send text messages. Like, get your car rolling. So on that note too, I am putting together the active civilian protector course. Now that'll be under the league. That'll be under Protector Nation. So that'll be like the public facing brand of this is kind of transitioning a lot of our skills over to civilian format, because really we're civilians that protect civilians. There's a nice crossover there. And then bringing in different specialists I've worked with, like Yusuf Badu on behavioral profiling, Tony Blauer on fear management, a lot of guys on different topics. We got a shoot house with some recon Marines talking about moving through structures, how to find hard points, don't clear your house, find a hard point, call cops. We're going to talk about emergency management planning. We're going to talk about medical. We're going to talk about all these things that will help civilians live a safer pattern of life. So that product's going to be coming out here pretty soon as well. So you guys keep an eye out for that. And then also we have the Protector Symposium 6.0 coming up in October. I'm so excited because that's going to be here. And we have a stacked lineup. We have John Burke, one of the first Gracie black belts. He's going to be teaching us simple to help dominate another individual with open hands. We've got Thomas Coyne, who is a survivalist instructor out of California, one of the best in the world, teaches a lot of agency, a lot of cool things. He's going to be teaching bugging in and bugging out, what to take with you, how to do it from your house if you got to make that decision. We've got Ed Calderon, who's going to be teaching urban disruption. So essentially, what do you do if you're being occupied by a larger force? How do you disrupt their operations? Kind of guerrilla warfare tactics-ish, maybe, I don't know. And then we've got there's one more hard skills instructor that's going to be there. We've got Clint Emerson, who's going to be our keynote speaker, 100 Deadly Skills, Emergency Management Planning. And we've got Craig Douglas doing one-man CQB. So if you come, you get into a squad, and I run you through 4 of these different instructors over the course of the weekend. And then the infamous Rick Sweeney teaching the driving package. Good to go. He's like, really? We already talked about it. This happened. Right. So, there'll be a 3-day driving package available as well during that time, which is going to be super dope, to use a scientific term. So, all right, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, wait, who's this? Team Overwatch at the last minute. What's up, bro? How you doing?
Oh, doing good. Sorry, I'm late.
Yeah, no, it's all good, man. We got like a minute left. Yo, welcome. Welcome, bro. Hey, it's an honor. Looks like you were overseas in that picture, man. Where are you from?
Yeah, I need to update it.
I dig it. Tell us about yourself, man.
Well, my name's Renee. I'm actually from Corpus Christi, Texas. I'm currently going through the training day. So I kind of stopped real quick to try to catch this. Just got off work. So I'm trying to cram everything in, create the balance. So I know I'm coming in late, and I was listening. It looks like you're doing another symposium coming up.
Yeah, we got the symposium coming up. And I'm just glad you're able to make it. October 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th is when that'll be. But So you're in Texas. Are you in the EP industry, or are you getting in?
I'm actually retired out of the Army after 22 years, and I'm approaching this like you're saying with my cup half full. Not using. I know military's experiences are way different than the civilian sector, so I'm definitely learning a lot from what's on these videos. A lot of it's kind of like, not going to say common sense, but it's stuff I already know. But it definitely is good refreshing, and I like a lot of the stuff that's being broken down in a different perspective than what I've been previously trained in. So it's good stuff. I think it's on point, and it's right now I'm a marina manager down here in Corpus Christi, Texas. So I'm actually what I'm learning, I'm actually just putting it to use in my managerial skills here, and just like I said, just striving to be better, and hopefully, once I get to the point where I can finish the master's class and I can find that point of entry, just start from the ground and just hopefully honored to work with some of you guys in the future.
Heck yeah. I love it, man. No, a lot of the information is kind of like, you get guys from the hood, you get guys from special forces, and they're like, yeah, man, this is stuff that I kind of already know, I kind of do, and I just take it and put it in one place. So it's like, hey, by the way, and it's really just confirmation, it's like, hey, okay, so that's what I would do in order to be safe. That's what I would do to secure a room. And it's really just confirmation, but it's good to get that confirmation sometimes from someone else, like, yo, this is how we do it, So
Exactly.
I hear that. Yeah, man, no, that's good stuff. And then the other thing I wanted to say is you're in the right place, dude. So when you want to really get into this industry, now you have this whole tribe, all these folks here, all the folks on this call, and this is kind of a light call. We usually have more folks come out. So, you have brothers in the league. Just do the simple stuff, man. Get that LinkedIn dialed in, get that resume dialed in, and get your certs, bro. And with your background and everything else, you shouldn't have a problem selling some security, man, getting up in this game. So it's an honor.
Thank you.
Sir, thank you for your trust. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're 2 minutes late. They're all about to die because they've been going hard all week. You know what I'm saying? Sandman's back there smacking around, and they still got studying to do. So usually I hang out with you guys a little longer, but I wanted you guys to see firsthand, like, this is where you can come. You're like, yo, I got a job interview tomorrow. Like, this is where we talk about it. Like, what do you want to go in there? How do you want to present yourself? Anything you're dealing with. I can't find work. Awesome. What state are you in? Like, who do we have in that state that can network with you? So this is our time, twice a month, value add for everybody involved. Thank you so much for being here. Gentlemen, it's such an honor. And we'll see you guys on the next call. Boom.
Yo, if you're a private security professional wanting to take your game to the next level, go to executiveprotectiontrainingday.com to check out my personal success package for private security professionals. Check it out, executiveprotectiontrainingday.com. And remember, y'all, hard skills do save lives, but soft skills get you paid. Boom. Boom. And to support this podcast, go to executiveprotectionlifestyle.com and contribute to our Patreon account. That Patreon account is what helps me make this podcast possible, contributing to this brand, what we're doing here, making it so that I can bring better guests on, making it so that we can plan more events and just expand the contribution to the private security industry, and also to making America a safer place. Do whatever you can, contribute whatever you can, because it makes all of these things possible. Thanks for those contributions.